Hi friends, hope you and your family are safe. And we at Brand Auto Club has always been endeavoring on the safety first in three best possible ways, like to wear mask, maintain the distance, and to sanitize ourselves. So we are here again to have a very interactful and informative strategy session. So yes, last couple of years we have seen the pharma industry in India has emerged as the most dynamic technological content segment, and still we have challenges in terms of the production base, heavy dependence on the imports. But we all understand that any success also comes with challenges and setbacks. Couple of days we have seen what Niti Aayog is trying to introduce QR code on the pharma products, because last year mandate for QR on API was drafted, and this year on the pharma products. So it can be handled as a new trend of consumerism. So today we'll be interacting on customerism or consumerism in the Indian pharma industry. So here two things which I want to highlight here is that we all know that with the word customer whom we are referring to, and vice versa with the word consumer is referring up to the patient consumer, because they are the actual judge to for the usefulness and the genuineness of the product. So hence we cannot ignore them in this in the integrated world. And second is that this is not a playbook but a model to refer. So let me introduce myself. I'm Praveen Singh, and according to my passion, I'm a brand advisor, I'm a blogger. You can find my blogs in many mediums. Moreover, I'm an entrepreneur, and also a founder to Brands Outlook Club. And in last my videos I have also explained and have shared with you what the Brands Outlook Club motive. So I'll take a couple of seconds for this. So Brands Outlook Club basically is a unified online platform exclusively for the brand managers, where each of us can address the intractable problems that brand faces. Case scenario discussion will be there, where any one of us can identify the problems, analyze the challenges, and gather key insights. And there will be many more interacting guided techniques that will lead to new possibilities. So all of these will be done through a blogs forum in the human centered approach. Yes, the website will be live in couple of months. Till then you can get connected to us through the LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook also. And apart from all this, I do have decades of experience in the pharmaceutical industry, both in the acute and chronic, and I have worked in the organizations like Ipca Laboratories, Zydus, Cipla, and Danone. All right, so moving ahead, we will engage ourselves to creative solutions via the, fly five fundamentals, wherein in the first pointer will scan and map the experience touch points. So both the customer, that is HCPs, and the consumer, that is the patients. In the pointer 2, again we'll talk about foggy outlook of the foggy outlook of the customerism alone, and how still it matters for us, and how. Thirdly, we'll be talking about the patient consumerism and why marketing matters in this context. Okay, and moreover, we'll be understanding the complex nature of the challenges in the patient consumerism. And lastly, we'll provide new directions, creative actions, difficult choices, and sustainable strategies for managing knowledge and capital, both. And lastly, the way forward. So in the pre-think of the brand's outlook, even in the earlier sessions we have seen why it is important to pre-think the experience map, as this helps us to why brands succeed and why do they fail, and we'll come to know about the concepts and the practices what works. Okay, so the scanning of the touch points of both HCP alone and for the patient consumerism with HCP in common, it is what the infographic shows. So basically what they look into our brands and services, this is the depiction of that only, and the external window is for the consumer, whereas the HCPs has common touch points coinciding to patients ones, and like HCP looks for the functional benefits with your brand and services also, so a patient consumer looks for the same thing with your brand and services. and the arrow depicted is of high importance, that is to be involved in your order of brand communications. So you can refer for more details to my previous video where I have discussed more about the print thing, why it is important to get a homework done. Okay, so you can watch my last video, it was in Immunio brand in crisis. And also we have talked and put emphasis on the Simon Sinek's golden circle for the reference, right? So how transition is needed, because how have we moved from the conventional way to the today's crafting for the order communication. So in this why part we see that why is what you believe for the brand and make your user feel the same. So once again you can refer to the last session, Immunio brand in crisis, where a small exercise we have done and that was very helpful in the context. Okay, so moving ahead with the customerism, how the vision may not go forward with the this outlook with the customerism alone, and why HCP relationship model is important and trusted in pharma scenario. So I am sure we have all been seen many conversions models, sometimes upright funnels and down flipped funnel, right? And in today's pharma industry, the HCP commitment ladder is one of the trusted model in the down flipped funnel, that is segmentations of the HCPs with the unaware, aware, occasional, prefer, and the advocate types of doctors. And moreover, the companies even segregated the HCPs, this commitment ladder, with the prescription wise business. And we believe that yes, the advocates bring more number of HCPs and followers for our business and product supports, but the fundamental is how you play with your brand and services across the touch points of the uh, doctors. So the moral of the story is to have a loyal customer base, a customer commitment, to gain trust and to retain the customer relationship. And we all know that bringing new medicines to the market and ensuring that they are available for the HCPs for the prescription, it's now no longer enough to survive. So many of the experts believe that this model is the trusted, because here when you put emphasis and proper delivery on the services of your brands, you get an HCP engagement and offer the satisfactions, and that will lead to the loyalty, and ultimately that will lead to the gain in revenue. So here we look for the loyalty from the HCPs and further to gain the revenue here. But the loyalty with the patients in terms of prescription adherence is not in the model, and this remains a threat to the lifelong customer commitment. What I am talking about is about the patients. So hence you need to balance. You cannot only gain revenue from the doctor's loyalty, you need to have a prescription adherence with the patients to gain the revenue. So you need to make a balance in your communications as well. So we'll talk more about the patients in the later slides, but here we need to understand that we cannot craft a strategy for the customer loyalty in isolations without the patient loyalty. And if we are continuing with the same, we are creating a monotonous strategy. So we need to have the alternative strategy, especially for the Me Too brands. And the patient consumerism is the new marketing plans, and where we'll keep the patients at the center stage. Okay, so moving forward about the consumerism, because I haven't talked too much about the customerisms, because we all have been versed and have seen too much of experts and articles more on the customerism. So moving forward for the consumerism, so consumerism will be the new vision in our pharma industry, trust me. And the old model of treating patient as the secondary customer is disappearing fast. And in the pharmaceutical consumerism, I mean to say that how we as a provider are targeting the products toward the patients, so that we can help them to become more engaged in the our industry decision making, focusing more on the quality and the convenience. So this patient consumer experience map shows the touch points what patients look for from our brands and services. Here you can recall the pre-think slide where we had seen the touch points of the patient and the HCPs that are in the common. Okay, so the major other touch points which is the trump card, which would become trump card or the gunpowder for our crafting a strategy with the brands. So these are satisfactions, awareness, emotional benefits, adherence, healing, and convenience. Here you could realize that these touch points are not in common to the HCPs that we had seen in the pre-think slide. So this becomes the gunpowder for our tool to create a tool as a patient in the patient engagements. Fine. So yes, this is an connectivity era, and we cannot afford to get detached from any of the customers here. Apart from the HCPs, we need to connect to the patients in best possible way. So I was involved in many of the on-field surveys on how to create a model tool which is best suited to our industry for the patient engagement, because meeting and exceeding the patient expectations is pervasive, and it has become a top imperative for the pharma marketing. So now we must understand that we as a brand manager, how could we adjust to the new ways of patient engagement so as to accommodate their needs. But here your digital advancement internally as well as with the ad agencies or vendors is very crucial. So basically this is a patient engagement cycle which we as a team has crafted, and where we'll be able to listen to the patients through the best possible mediums. We'll be analyzing and we'll be creating a tool so as to we can engage them accordingly, and the to have a rich patient experience. So in the listen part, we can listen to them through any interface of the company's reach and manage the positive or the negative reviews for the rich experience. Similarly, we can analyze the communication gap and can work on it through engagements, and like what factors of our brand or services appeal most, and why does it appeal most, and in what ways. So this all includes the operational factors for the same. Here brand metrics, uh, as you might have been accessing many of the brand metrics to calculate the equity. So here the brand metrics can be very helpful, like the patient relevant metrics and the brand health check. Also for the purchase behavior, because in our industry the utility structure is very uniform in our industry, and this utility structure is not very uniform in the other sectors like FMCG or the consumer goods segments. So here we can engage patients through the integrated interface, and it provides medical data especially for the chronic segments, and because this gives in data for the treatment required and also offers the transparency at the patient label. And moreover, on other hand, the patient assessment is being tailored responses at the HCP level. So there are a few examples in the industry, like the AstraZeneca's Me and My COPD Health program. So this was a public program where they had integrated the health solutions. So it was to support each patients of the on the medications for better lifestyle management as well. So what Me and My COPD does, that they this offers a personalized self management tool for the patients in the right way at the right time. Moreover, this patient data, it was shared with the HCP end-to-end integration to the respective HCPs. So similarly, a patient power program by Andrew Sco, it was it's also a trending example of the consumerism. Moreover, the patients likes me, the patient community and representative programs by MSD, and the Beruk Zindagi campaign done by the CIPLA for inhaler se sahi. So that was an that training examples in the today's pharma industries, and more emphasizing more on the consumerism. So how are we inculcating and crafting a strategy so that we are balancing both of the consumerism and customerism. So as we had seen the relationship model here, that how we proceed with the SAP engagement to satisfaction, to we expect a loyalty with the customers, and obviously uh, we go for the revenue gain. But this time we need to take a balance with the patient engagement as well. We cannot make a strategy in isolation only with the customer loyalty. So how we engage the patients, how we exceed their expectations, that will lead to the satisfactions, moreover to loyalty, and this will be a more of a balanced ecosystem. So thank you for joining me, and you can reach out to me with your ideas, blogs, to share opinions and suggestions, and any of the mediums mentioned here. You can reach out to me personally at the LinkedIn with the Praveen Singh, and also in the brand's Outlook. Also, you can reach out to me with the Gmail, Twitter, Tumblr, and moreover with the WordPress. And even if you find it useful, do share any of the above platforms, your positive templates. So once again, thank you. Be connected and stay safe.